Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel and become part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have been supporting the channel from the start until now. And of course, very appreciated the newcomers that will be part of it also. I'd like to mention that my threads are 100% cotton thread. They are from Portugal. I am in Europe. And there are 4 plies, similar thickness to Aunt Lydia number 3. My colors go by number and not by name. Okay. And for the most part, I use 2.75 hook, a small one, millimeter. Small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. I also like to mention I do have a crochet private group. If you're interested to join the beautiful queens there, you're more than welcome as long as you have a profile pic. And I have a crochet page on Facebook and also Instagram and TikTok. All of these links will be below in the description box. All you have to do is click on them. Of course, if you have not subscribed, click on that subscription. It's free, you know that, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's the only way we can continue to create these beautiful pieces for you guys. By keep growing the channel, of course, by YouTube recognizing the channel and circulating it. And I am so grateful and appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. For a lot of yous that question on my threads, I do ship them out. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams equivalent. 300 to 325 yards, okay? And minimum order by 6. It's the only way I can cover the shipping. I make nothing out of it, so I know you will be asking because I get a lot of questions on them. So here you go, okay? So let's get started. Please don't forget to share the video or the channel in your Facebook, public, or your groups, your Facebook crochet groups, through your WhatsApp, your Instagram. It's the only way to keep going and circulating it. Okay, thank you. I send you much blessings. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So today we are going to create this beautiful sunflower doily. This was a special request. I believe she's new to the channel, Suzanne McClinton. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Thank you so much for your beautiful words. God bless you. And she sort of, in a way, requested either a runner of sunflowers. She had seen the doily, the round doily sunflower that at one point I did make it as a runner with 3 round doilies, 2 small ones the same size and the middle one a bigger one. She probably missed that one. I don't know if you did, Suzanne, but anyway, she suggested maybe a runner or an oval sunflower. So here's the oval, Suzanne. I hope that you guys like it, enjoy it. It came out perfect. I loved it and very simple to create. Of course, it takes time consuming, especially on the leaves, but once you get the hang of it, you're good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I just finished creating the tutorial and finished the pattern. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. I always have a little video at the end and also the pictures. And by the way, Suzanne, you're right. Pictures never does its justice for the beautiful patterns that I usually put out. Some of them are okay, but a lot of them, they're so gorgeous in person. When I see the picture, I'm like so discouraged, but you know, what can we do? Can't do much about it. Thank you so much again, everybody. So enjoy the tutorial. All the sizing and how much thread I've used. Of course, everybody's thread is different and your tension is different. I will have everything below in the description box. Thank you, everyone. Okay, everyone. So first thing we're going to do is that slip stitch knot, but I'm going to use a hook size bigger than my normal. It's very important when you're doing a straight line. If you're using a normal size, it's going to pull too much on the pattern. It won't look pretty. So go a size bigger. I'm using a 3.0. I'm going to complete 49 chain stitch and then come back to you on it. I've done my 49 chain stitch. I'm going to go into my regular hook. Now, if you want to go bigger on the center, if you want your doily to be bigger, just add 4 and 4 chain, okay? For each 4 chain, you'll get a little square, a little motif that we're going to create. So that's how you go bigger, by adding 4 chain at a time. So I'm going to come back on my 7th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On my 7th chain, grabbing 2 loops and not just the back loop because it pulls too much on the pattern, okay? Doing a double crochet. So we have this loop here, which will be working inside of it. So we'll be building groups of 3 double crochet, 1 chain in between groups, and skipping 1 stitch into the, and this is the little blocks I'm talking about. Each time you add 3 chain, you're adding another block to your pattern, and that's how it becomes bigger. So 3 double crochet, 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one. Make sure you go right in the center of that stitch, and there's 2 loops there. So going in the center, you're grabbing those 2 loops together so it does not pull and turn like a U shape. Okay. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So until the very last chain, I have 11 groups of 3 chain, 1 chain space, and skipping 1 chain below. I'm going to do a 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. I'm going to come right on that last, not on the chain itself, or you can, with slip stitch. Okay, now I'm going to do the walk to the center of that 1 chain that we have created. I want to get to the center, that 1 chain. I'm trying to hide this little thread as I'm going. And I'm going to do a single 2 chain, my first double crochet, creating those blocks of 3 double crochet again. Guess I'll hide this chain better when I'm going to work in there. 1 chain, and again, creating those blocks of 3 double crochet. Okay. Okay, everyone. Done my groups from here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 chain. Coming inside of the 6th chain at the end. Double crochet, 1 chain. Double crochet, 1 chain. Double crochet, 1 chain. I'm going to do 7 double crochets. Space, 1 chain between them. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 double crochets. 1 chain, coming inside of that 1 chain space, creating my blocks again. Remembering that what you do in one side, you must do on the other. And also what you do on the oval, you must do on the other oval. Okay? So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. Done my 7 on this side, 1 chain. I'm going to close it up into that first double crochet. Again, 1, 2, 3 chain and 1 for space. Coming in the next block, creating those groups again. So we're going to continue to create these groups this way, and then I'll meet you at the oval point. 1 chain, 3 double crochet. So basically we'll call this row 2. We don't call this a row at all because it's just the only one in the center. I'll call this row 1, where we have the 7 double crochets on the oval, because we keep going around with it. Okay, so row 2 at this point makes it easier for us to understand each other. Let's put it that way. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks all the way to the last one. But this is going to be a block also. I'll complete it once I come around to it. We already have that 1 double crochet. That means I need 2 inside to complete that block. 1 chain. I'm at the oval at the 7 double crochets. I'm coming between the first and the second, creating groups of 2 double crochet. 1 chain, 2 double crochet, 1 chain, 2 double crochet, all the way around, the same way at the oval point. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 2 double crochet, and then 1 chain. You start your 3 double crochet, and you'll repeat the 6 groups of 2 double crochet also on this side. 1 chain coming inside of this first space, exactly how we have here, and the 4 corners will be the same. 3 double crochet, 1 chain, continue to do your blocks, and then when you get to the other side of the oval, you must repeat the same thing as we have here. Okay, so I'm reaching the end. Remember, we started with that 4 chain, 3 for double crochet and 1 for space. So I'm going to come in, complete the other 2. I have to do 1 chain. I have to remember to do 1 chain. Sometimes, people, I'm telling you. 1, 2 on the third one. Close it up. Okay, I'm going to come in, single, 2 chain, creating those groups again of 3. Now, this row 3, all the way around, even at the oval, will be groups of 3 double crochet. Okay, so 1 chain and 3 double crochets, including, so you do your 3 double crochet, your 1 chain, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 3 double crochet, and all of them. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of the row back here again, because it's just 3 double crochet everywhere. All right. Okay, everyone, I arrived at the end. Now at the end, I'm going to do a half double crochet sideways, so I can land right in the center. Coming in, doing my single and 1 chain, another double crochet and another double crochet. So now I have my group of 3, 1 chain, continuing to do those groups of 3 double crochet all the way until here. That means I should have 11 groups until the line here where we started those 7 double crochets, and then it changes a bit. Okay, everyone, so I've done 11 groups, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can put your marker on this 11th group just to make sure you don't get lost somewhere. And it falls right on top of that very first group, the last group here of 3. And I'll do the same thing to this side. So now, 1 chain. In this very first one, it's exactly where we have the 2 double crochet. We're going to do a shell of 2 double crochet and 1 chain. 2 double crochet again on the same stitch. So a shell of 2, 1 chain, 2, 1 chain into the next one. Repeat your shell until the next marker. I'll let you know how many shells I have. Okay, everyone. So I have 6 shells. It started right at the 2 double crochet there. So my marker is on that last, the 11th group of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I put my marker also in that group of 3. And then continue with your 1 chain and your 3 double crochets on this side. You're to have the same amount on both sides and also the oval. And I'll meet you at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is row 4. Okay. Okay, everyone. So finished my shells on this side. Now I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 for double crochet and 1 for space. When I come back, I'll finish my other 2 double crochet there for the 3 double crochets. So, of course, on here, 3 double crochets, 1 chain until my mark point. Okay, everyone. So I've done my groups. I'm going to do 1 chain. Here's my first shell. I'm coming in that first shell with 2 double crochet, 1 chain into that 1 chain, 2 double crochet, 1 chain into the next. So building groups of 2 double crochet this time. I'm going to have a total of 11 groups until my marker. So I've completed my 11 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you can move your marker up to that 3 double crochet group just before the group, which is the last 3 double crochet. Okay, and you must repeat the same thing on the other side. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. So I've completed my row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, row 5. I have 11 groups, 12 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 groups of 3 on both sides, and 11 groups of 2 on the oval. So going into that first space, that first square, creating the groups of 3 again, all the way until my marker. This is row 6. I'll meet you at my mark point. Okay, everyone. So row 6 is going to be a repeat of row 4. Just 3 double crochet inside of the chain space on the oval included. So 3 double crochets, 1 chain, all the way around the same way. 1 chain, 3 double crochet inside of that one chain space. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, going into row 7. So this row 7, I'm going to close it instead of with the slip stitch. I'm going to close it with half double crochet, so I can be right here in the center already. Coming back in, I'm going to do my 3 double crochets, so single 2 chain and 2 more double crochets. This row 7 is a repeat of row 6, just 3 double crochets all the way around, including in the oval. It's a repeat of row 6, 3 double crochets. Oh my goodness, my hands are just slippery. That's what happens when you have to have cameras in your face and stretch your arms out for the recording. I can't almost see my stitching. Okay, so 3 double crochets, 1 chain all the way around on this row 7. I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, finishing row 7, slip stitch, going to row 8. Row 8 is going to be all about just double crochet all the way around, 1 per stitch and 1 inside of that chain stitch. So double crochet over double crochet, and 1 inside of that chain stitch all the way around, including the oval, the same thing. So I'll meet you at the end of this row 8. Okay, everyone, finish row 8, going to row 9. Now, row 9 is going to be built of 7 double crochet groups, but I'm only going to do 3 chain here, 1 chain extra for space. Okay, I'll complete my 7 when I come around this way. So I'm going to skip a stitch coming into the next one and create 7 double crochet groups and 1 chain space. Only at the edge, at the oval, will be different. So I have 2, 4, 6, 1 more, 7, 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one. I'm going to do this until my mark point and come back to you once I'm there. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I've done, as far as little squares there, little space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups so far. Here we're going to do 1 chain, and we're coming back in the same stitch because it's the beginning of the oval. That's my first double crochet, and then into the next stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1 chain. I'm starting my first again in that same stitch so that we're not skipping anything. Okay, so I'm going to do until my mark point and let you know how many little squares, let's call them, 1 chain space, that I have on the oval. Okay, everyone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 that we did not skip. We just went on that last of the 7th. And now we're going to do 1 chain, skip a stitch, and do your 7 double crochets again, skipping one stitch and continuing to do 1 chain. Okay. So I'm going to continue mine and then come back to you on it. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 1 chain, skip a stitch, and continue the 7 groups. Okay, everyone. So basically on the side marker, let's say to the other marker, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little squares in between before the oval. On the oval, we have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I did on this side. Remember, we had only one double crochet. I told you we'd complete when we'd come back. So did my one chain, skip the stitch, and I have 7 on this side also. Bring it out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we start going into the oval. Okay. So we've completed row 9, going to row 10. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 for double crochet and 1 for space. Coming into the next double crochet. So basically we're creating this time 3 little squares. One, this is like the middle one. So we're going to have one here because we're going to skip this one when we come around to it. We're going to skip this one and going into the next. So we have 2 squares. By the time I come around, I'll create the third. We're going to do 3 double crochets, 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one. So we're building the foundation for the leaves. 1 chain into that first double crochet, and we have square over square. And our third one, skip a stitch into the next one, and this is going to be like this all the way around. No chain, I don't know what I was thinking. We're going to do those 3 double crochets like we have here. So we already have 1, 2, and 3. 1 chain into that first, or the last one I should say. 1 chain into that first double crochet. So we have square over square, 1 before and 1 after. Skip a stitch into the next one. So that's our first, our second, and our third. We're going to do that all the way around. Always 3 little blocks and 3 double crochets, skipping 1 stitch, 1 chain. 3 double crochets, 1 chain, skip a stitch, block, stitch, or 1 chain into the next stitch, block. So block over block. Okay, and the next row also will have 3 blocks. Will be a repeat of what we're doing here now on this row. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, I'm going to close out or create my first block from where we started. So we have that 4 chain we did. I'm going to come in that 3rd chain with slip stitch. Now, even the oval, like I explained, it's also the same thing. That's why we had to put those together. That's a little block, okay? So we did the 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 block, 3 double crochet, skipping 1, chain 1, 3 block, all the way around the same way. Now this row will be a repeat. Where we have the double crochets, we'll be doing double crochet. This is row 11. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and 1 for space again. And I'll complete the other block when I come around to it. 1 chain and create the second block here. And then double crochet over double crochet. So we're repeating row 10. 1 chain over the block, 1 chain over the block, 1 chain over the 3rd block, and doing the 3 double crochets. It's going to be like this all the way around. So it's just a repeat, and I'll complete my first block when I come to the end of the row. Okay, everybody. So I pretty much finished my row, and I had started my leaves with brown, and I decided, no, I need to do green and then brown for the sunflower. So I took everything down, of course, and now redoing it, and took the video down also. So we're going to be working on these 2 first blocks. On the very first one at the bottom, we don't work the 2 middle ones, the top and the middle. And we're going to work on these 2 side ones to create the leaves. You can start pretty much anywhere. I'm starting more or less where I had, actually, We're going to start on that double crochet with double crochet. You can start your double crochet however you're used to doing your double crochets. Okay. So 3 double crochets as we've been working and 2 chain. Always 2 chain before the leaves and 2 chain after the leaves. I'm going to work now the whole row with my 3.0. It's much easier to pull the leaves through, or you'll have a hard time. So you've got to go a hook bigger than your normal, or even 2 hooks bigger than your normal. So I pulled out 1, 2, and 3, and that's on my first block. And then coming below, 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you loosen that up well enough, or you're going to have a very hard time pulling them out. At the beginning, for people that are not used to it, it's a little bit complicated, a little bit hard to get the grip of it, but once you do, you'll be flying with it. Okay, so 3. So I'm on the other 2 last ones, little blocks there. And now I'm going to pull through all of them and make sure that you tighten well when you're closing that in. We don't want a big gap. And then 2 chains. So slip stitch and 2 chains. So basically 3 chain. That's what we're doing. And then 1 double crochet per stitch. Imagine I had done the whole thing all the way around. And then said, oh my God, I need to go with the green and then do the brown. So yeah, but it looked stunning in brown, let me tell you. Deep brown. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Below, 1, 2, and 3. On that very first one down here. And the same thing for the oval. So this is all we're doing all the way around. Okay. And then 1, 2, and 3. And the very last one up top. 1, 2, and 3. And hold it secure with the middle finger before it slips right out of you. Sometimes it's not easy, people, I'm telling you. Sometimes it goes through like peanuts, but if it's too tight, got to have a grip on that hook in order for it to turn. Okay, so then pull, secure that tightly, and 2 chain into that double crochet. Double crochet over double crochet 3 times. Chain 2. And again, 1, 2, and 3. Below, 1, 2, and 3. The very first one below, 1, 2, and 3. The second one, 1, 2, and 3. And the very first one, 1, 2, and 3. So pulling through, slip stitch, 2 chain. Look how stunning that looks already, right? Okay, so I'll come back to you at the end of my row once I finish all my leaves all the way around. Remembering, you're not working on those 2 middle ones. Start here, then the next one, then the very first one, including the ones that we did together. So we made that little gap there for it. Okay, everyone. So I've completed all of my leaves. I have 26 leaves all the way around. I'm coming in with the darker brown. This is the second time I'm grading leaves. Oh my goodness. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to come in the center. You can start pretty much anywhere. I'm going to come in the center of my leaf this time. Right in the center where I told you we cannot have a big hole, where we closed all those threads together. Okay, so single, 1 chain. We're going to work inside of this little space here, 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 chain, come back in, single, 6 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain, back into the next leaf, single, 1 chain, repeat the 5 double crochets, and then that 1 chain and single, exactly how we did here, and 6 chain again into the next one. This is how we're going to work all the way around the same way. So single, 1 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 chain, single, 6 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into the next leaf with single, 1 chain, and continue on. I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, coming in with my canary yellow. I'm going to do my slip stitch knot. And I'm going to come in, not the single and 1 chain, but the first double crochet. I'm going to do a single and 3 chain. Actually, a single and 2 chain, not 3 chain, sorry. And complete double crochet coming back in. I'm going to do 3 double crochets and complete. So 1, 2, and 3. I have 4 loops on my hook, closing it together, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain, coming into the next double crochet with single, 1, 2, 3 chain, again into the next double crochet and doing 3 incomplete double crochets. So I have 4 on my hook, closing it together, 1, 2, 3 chain, coming into the next one, single, 1, 2, 3 chain, into the next, which is the last double crochet, doing the incomplete 3 double crochets, 4 on my hook, closing it together, 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm coming back into that same chain or same double crochet and doing a single. We're not going to work on this brown one. We'll work on this brown one later. So we need to work on the green. I'm coming on that first double crochet. Make sure you don't get it stuck under the thread. Single. Actually, we have to do a single on that first double crochet. I missed that first one. It pulls right from that brown. So first single, second, and third. Make sure you put your finger and hide that brown chain behind it, going directly not on the single and 1 chain, but into that first double crochet again. Single, 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to come back in and do 3, incomplete double crochet. So I have 4 loops on my hook, closing it together, 1, 2, 3 chain, into the next one with single, 1, 2, 3 chain. Make sure it's tight enough. We don't want any loosage. Into the next double crochet and do your 3 incomplete double crochet. So you have 4 on the hook, closing it. 1, 2, 3 chain into the next one with single. 1, 2, 3 chain into the last double crochet and doing the 3 incomplete double crochets, closing it. 1, 2, 3 chain into the same one with single. Make sure you put that thread, the brown one, behind, coming in that first double crochet of the green, single, single, and single. And I've put my finger behind so it does not get stuck anywhere. And then again, coming in that first double crochet. So now it's just a repeat, single. If your tension's too tight, you can do a 1 chain stitch in between the singles going into the next one. 1, 2, 3, incomplete, 3 incomplete double crochets. So you have 4 loops on your hook, close it. 1, 2, 3 into the next double crochet with single. 1, 2, 3 into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. 4 loops on your hook, close it. 1, 2, and 3 into the next double crochet with single. 1, 2, 3 into the last one, last double crochet, not the single in 1 chain. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, close it together. 1, 2, 3, come back into the same one with single, and now do your first single in that first double crochet on the green, your second, and your third. And this is how we're going to proceed all the way around. And there's your beautiful little sunflowers, right? So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished all my sunflowers and I put my markers on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. Okay, and then that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 free, and then my marker, and 8 times again until my next marker. We're going to work on that brown chain behind that we left. So after my marker, I'm going to come in and I'm going to do single 2 chain, 5 double crochets. The only thing that's going to change is going to be the chain stitch we're going to do at the oval. So 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, coming in that brown loop in the back, and again 5 double crochets. We're going to be doing this all the way around. Only when we get to the marker, we'll be doing a 5 chain on the oval. 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Don't tighten it too much. And again into the next loop and doing 5 double crochets. Okay, and then at the marker, right after the marker, the next loop after the marker, we start doing 5 chain, 7 times 5 chain. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups and 6 chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to do 5 chain. 3, 4, 5, and continue to do your 5 double crochets until the next marker. After the next marker, we start doing the 4 again, 4 chain. Okay, so 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain into the next loop of the brown and do your 5 double crochets again. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Okay, until we meet the last one just before the marker. After the marker is 4 chain again. Okay, until the marker. After the marker, 5 chain until the marker. Okay, everyone, so I close in with slip stitch. I'm going to do 6 times for 6 motifs, no increase. Okay, so 3 chain, doing those 5 double crochets. This is right after my marker. And I'm going to continue to do 1 per stitch until after the marker on the other side. We have to do increases on the oval. I'm going to do 1 per stitch here. So on my third one, I'm going to get it into the flower. So now on my third one, I'm going to come in that middle paddle, and we have those 2 loops back here where we've closed off. And I'm going to come into that 3rd chain and go right through it and do my double crochet and then 1 per stitch. So that's my fourth double crochet. So we did on that third. Let's redo that again. Coming in those 2 chain into the 3rd double crochet, into the 4th one, because these are the 4 chain ones. If you don't want to do it this way, you can hot gun glue them in, and then 1 per stitch. I'm going to do it like this until my marker, and then I'll come back to you at my mark point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 2 double crochet, 1 per stitch in this chain of 4, 1 and 2. Sorry about the noise, people. They're working right outside my door. Into that 2 chain loop, and then into the 3rd chain, and do your double crochet. And then my 4th, and then 1 per stitch. Okay, so I've reached my marker. Now for 7 motifs of these right after the marker until before the marker, we have 5 double crochets. We need to do an increase on the 3rd double crochet of 2 in the same stitch. Okay, so I've done 1 double crochet, 2, and 3. My 3rd one has 2 double crochets together. Okay, so we have to do for 7 times the same thing, and then continue again. 1 per stitch here on the chain, so that's 2. And on the 3rd one, you hook it into your flower if you want to. If not, you can just glue it like I've mentioned. So coming on that chain, double crochet. Don't forget there's 5 chain here on the oval, so you have 2 more double crochets to do before you hit the 5 double crochets. Now I'm on the first of the 5, 2nd double crochet, and on the 3rd increase, 2 together. We must do this 7 times, including the other oval part. Okay, and then everything else stays the same like we've done here. Okay, everyone, so finished my row, did my increase on the oval on the third double crochet where the 5 double crochets are, 2 on the third one, and continuing to hook my middle paddle on the third double crochet. Now this row is just going to be about double crochet 1 per stitch. There is no increase, so double crochet over double crochet all the way around the same way, including the oval, 1 per stitch. So I'll meet you at the end of my row once I've completed all my double crochets, 1 per stitch. Okay, so we are on the third row. We did 5 on the first and then hooked the middle paddle and increase on the ovals 7 times. Okay, everyone, finished my row. Now we're going to build groups of 7 double crochet, but there's going to be an adjustment here on the third group. So 3 chain into the next one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 3. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3, come into the 4th, and create 7 double crochets again. So I've done my second group, chain 3, skip 1, 2, 3, come on your 4th. Now this one here we're going to do so 2, 3. On the 4th we're going to incomplete, and on the 5th we're going to close it together. So in other words, these 2 incomplete that we have here, it represents as 1 double crochet because we'll have 1 extra. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, we're counting this as only 1, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 3, skip 1, 2, 3, come on your 4th. So I'm going to do 4 chains or 4 groups or 4 chains of 3. Okay, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be 5 groups. So I have 4 loops. Okay, that means we did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to do the 3 chain, but I'm going to skip only 2 and come on the 3rd because we're entering the oval point. And I'm going to create my 7 double crochets. Now I'm going to continue and let you know how many of these chains I have. 2, 5, 6, and 7. 3 chain, skip 1, 2, come on the 3rd. Okay, and I'm going to do this until my other mark point, so I'll come back once I've created all of them here on the oval and then tell you how many loops of 3 chain I have after the marker. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing my oval and I have 10 loops. Now here's my marker, of course, on that flower, but if we look carefully, this is where it starts from the oval. Okay, so skipping 2, going into the 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and then my normal 7 again, 2, 4, 6, 7, going to skip 3, going into the 4th. But you have to remember that on your 3rd one, we have to do the same thing like we did here, the 2 incomplete double crochets. Okay, I'll meet you there. Okay, So after my 10th loop here, we did the 7, so that's 1, 2, I'm on the 3rd one, and that's skipping 3 going into the 4th. So my 4th one incomplete, and my 5th I'm closing it together, exactly how we did on the other side. Okay, so that counts as only 1 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, and then continuing with the 7 double crochets, doing that the 4 loops. Remember what I told you? So 1, 2, 3, we have another one, and then we're going to start with the 10 loops on the oval. Okay, everyone, on to my last 3 chain, and that will be my 10th chain from the oval. Okay, so we have 10 spaces here, and on the side we have 4 spaces on both sides, of course. Okay, so when just closing up my last the 10th one, so 1, 2, and perfectly arrive on my 3rd one, which is my double crochet. Close in with slip stitch. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 chain for double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3 chain for picot. I'm going to come on that 2nd chain and close picot, coming in the center. I'm not grabbing by the front, I'm grabbing in the center. 1, 2, and 3, and picot again. Oh, what am I thinking? Sorry, people. I thought it was at the end already. We still have 2 more rows. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, Maggie. I think I need a vacation. Okay, sorry about that, people. Slip stitch. We're not working the first 2 double crochet, going into the 3rd. Single, single, and single. So 3 singles. Not working the first 2, not working the last 2. Coming inside of this 3 chain, doing 8 double crochets. I don't know where my head's at. I guess ready to finish up the pattern, right? Oh my goodness, it's been long days. 2, 4, 6. Next row we'll be doing that, which is the last row. 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8 double crochets. Then skipping these 2, coming directly into the 3rd. 1, 2, 3 singles, going directly into that 3 chain with 8 double crochets. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way, including the oval. That's why we had to make those adjustments in order for it not to fold. It's still going to fold a bit for sure, but not by much. But the next row will fix it up. Okay, so I have 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Skip the first 2 into the 3rd. Single, single, and single. I'll meet you at the end of my row, people. Hey, you guys, I wanted to come back and show you. So I was doing the 8 double crochets as I showed you on the tutorial, but then I decided why not and finish it with the brown and yellow. And I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to continue with the brown and then next row in yellow. Okay. So, but you can do the finishing with the white if you like. I think it's going to look pretty. Okay, everyone. So I'm coming in with the yellow, but I'm going to do back posts, double crochet. So I've done my single and 2 chain for double crochet and 1 more for space. Okay, again coming from back to the front and 1 chain, doing back posts, 1 chain, back posts, 1 chain, and again until the very last one. one chain space in between them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and you can go directly or one chain space, depending upon your tension, if it's too loose or too tight. And doing again those back posts, double crochet. I'm going to do this all the way around. I'm giving it one chain space just to make sure it doesn't pull on the pattern. I was going to close it differently, and then I changed my mind. So we have one more row for the peacocks, okay? Okay, everyone. Pretty much finished all my back posts. Going to do peacocks now. This is the last row. Coming in that first space, single, 3 chain, and I'm going to come behind that single into the next one. Single, 3 chain, behind, into the next one. 3 chain, behind, single, 3 chain, behind. That's all you have to do. And pretty much have completed this tutorial of the oval sunflower doily. Suzanne McClinton, I hope that you liked the video. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not doing peacock on the last one. I'm going directly into the next and do my peacock coming behind that single again. So as I was saying, Suzanne, I hope it does its justice. And I know pictures usually don't do its justice on these colors and the pattern itself. It really sucks on that. But I'm pretty happy with it. And I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed, I ask of you please to do so. Help out the channel, give a thumbs up, and share the video or the channel with your friends and family. Invite them to subscribe. You know it's free. We don't charge anybody for anything like that. Okay, and this pretty much does it for this video, people. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye. And of course, I will leave the measurement below in the description box and how much thread I've used. Of course, my thread, everybody's thread intention is different. You have to remember that. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So today we are going to create this beautiful sunflower doily. This was a special request. I believe she's new to the channel, Suzanne McClinton. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Thank you so much for your beautiful words. God bless you. And she sort of, in a way, requested either a runner of sunflowers. She had seen the doily, the round doily sunflower, that at one point I did make it as a runner with 3 round doilies, 2 small ones the same size, and the middle one a bigger one. She probably missed that one. I don't know if you did, Suzanne, but anyway. She suggested maybe a runner or an oval sunflower. So here's the oval, Suzanne. I hope that you guys like it, enjoy it. It came out perfect. I loved it and very simple to create. Of course, it takes time consuming, especially on the leaves, but once you get the hang of it, you're good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I just finished creating the tutorial and finished the pattern. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. I always have a little video at the end and also the pictures. And by the way, Suzanne, you're right. Pictures never does its justice for the beautiful patterns that I usually put out. Some of them are okay, but a lot of them, they're so gorgeous in person. When I see the picture, I'm like so discouraged. But, you know, what can we do? Can't do much about it. Thank you so much again, everybody. So enjoy the tutorial. All the sizing and how much thread I've used. Of course, everybody's thread is different and your tension is different. I will have everything below in the description box. Thank you, everyone.